Good morning, 7th class. I am your SST teacher, and students, today is Monday, and from today onwards, we are going to start our week 11. Kindly take out your geography books and open them from unit number 1, chapter number 3. The name of the chapter is Fresh Water. We are going to start this chapter today. As the name of the chapter is telling you, it is about fresh water. Before going towards fresh water, let us discuss about water and why is it important for the life on the earth. Students, our planet Earth is the only planet that has water in the liquid form, and this is one of the reasons that why Earth has a life on it. For the sustenance of the life, the water is the must. All the living things on this planet, whether they are plants, animals, human beings, or even microorganisms, they need water to survive. Life cannot survive, or the life is not even possible without water. That is how much water is important. In this chapter, we are going to read about the importance of the water, and then in later part we are going to read about the scarcity of water. Before starting the reading, kindly look at this flow chart. It is telling us about the distribution of water on our planet. The water on our planet, student, it is of two types. One is the fresh water. Fresh water means you can use it for drinking, you can use it in cooking your food, you can bath with it, you can do other daily life activities with it. The other type of the water is salty water. As the name is telling, it is full of salt. You cannot drink it, you cannot make your food in it, you cannot use it to bath, you cannot use it in your other daily life activities. This water is not usable as it is. However, we can use it after purification, but that needs a lot of energy and lot of money. So this water, the salty water, the 97% of the water on earth is salty water. Salty water is found in oceans, in seas. We cannot drink it, we cannot cook from it because there are so many salts in it. We cannot even survive in it. The concentration of salt is just too high in this water. The water that we use for drinking and other purposes is called the fresh water, and only 3% of the earth's water is fresh water. If you look at the last row of this flow chart, you will see they have told us about the distribution of the fresh water. Out of this 3%, the 69% of this 3% fresh water is found in frozen form. It is found in frozen form, in the form of glacier, on the ice caps, on both of the poles. Most of the water is found in frozen form, like in the form of the ice. Then 30% water is underground, and only 0.3% water is found on the surface of the earth. Surface of the earth, like in rivers, in lakes, or the water that is stored in the dams, in the streams, like this. So here is the distribution. You have to learn it, and in later part of the video I am going to tell you what is to do with this flow chart. Now please look at your book and follow the lesson. Water is a necessity, and we cannot imagine our life without it, because we cannot survive without drinking and without cooking our food without water. And it is interesting to know that in earlier times, people used to settle themselves near the river banks because the water was easily available there. All the early civilizations, they started near the rivers. If you remember, we talked about the Indus Valley civilization. All of you must have read about the Indus Valley civilization in 6th class, and in that part we came to know that the Indus Valley civilization was a great civilization. And you know where did this civilization start? It started at the bank of the Indus River. Indus River is found in Pakistan. It is the largest river of Pakistan, and near this river, world's oldest civilization, which is called the Indus Valley civilization, was started. Why was it started near the Indus River? Because water was easily available at that place. Not only the Indus Valley civilization, but there are examples of other civilizations as well. For example, the Nile River, which is found in Egypt, Tigris Euphrates River in Iraq. The earlier civilizations, they started near the rivers because it was easier for life to sustain there. Importance of fresh water. If you want to know the importance of the fresh water, just for a moment imagine you are at your home doing your work and suddenly there is no water in the water tank. Imagine living a day without water in your water tank. The life would get very difficult. You wouldn't be able to wash yourself. You wouldn't be able to do any home task. We need water for all these things. Similarly, imagine you are fasting. Imagine the thirst that you go through. Imagine the amount of the wish that you want to drink water. Water is not only necessary for our daily life activities, but it is also an essentiality to maintain our life, to survive. That is how much important the water is. Can you imagine to grow a crop or a plant without a water? Can you imagine animals surviving without water? The answer would be no. No living things can survive without water. And you know, water is not only required for drinking. We do many other things with the water. For example, electricity is made with water. In our country, electricity is made with water. So the lack of water means not only the lack of water for the drinking, but also no electricity. Similarly, we grow crops with the help of water. We do recreation activities like we enjoy with the help of water. There are many water parks out there. Here is the distribution of earth water. Please have a look at it. Saline. Saline means the water which is salty, which has salt in it. Then look at the fresh water. This is the amount of groundwater. Groundwater means the water that is present under the ground. And this is the percentage of the fresh water that is found on the glaciers into the form of ice. And then this is the distribution. It shows you the surface water. Surface water mean water that is present on the surface of the earth in the form of river, lakes, streams, like this. On our planet Earth, fresh water is only 3%, and colossal mean a very large amount. 97% water on Earth is salt water. We have already discussed it in that flowchart. What is a renewable source? It is a question written here. Renewable mean a thing that can be used again and again. For example, sunlight. The energy that is coming from sun is renewable. We are not going to run out of this energy anytime. Sun comes out daily, and daily we have plenty amount of sun energy. Similarly, wind energy. Wind is not going to run out anytime soon. We can have the wind energy and we can renew this energy. Renew mean we can reuse we can remake it. And then there are certain things that are non-renewable. Non-renewable means things that we cannot use again and again. For example, if you take a piece of the coal and you burn it, you cannot reuse it. Once it is burned, it is finished. Now you cannot reuse it. So the things or the sources of energy that cannot be reused, they are called non-renewable. And you know, the water is a renewable source. When we use the water, it evaporates again, it forms the cloud, and when it rains, it comes back on the earth. But unfortunately, water is being wasted so much that in spite of being the renewable, we are facing the shortage of water in our country. The water is being wasted, the water is being polluted. However, all of us know that the water is important for the life. Many people in Pakistan do not realize the real and present danger of running out of fresh water. You know, it is said that if we do not work on the water shortage in Pakistan, in the time period of few years, Pakistan can go barren, it can become desert. There will be no water to grow crops, there will be no water to drink, and the life here will become extremely difficult. So this is about the time we realize that how much water is important, and how utterly we need to save the water, and how utterly do we need to make new water reservoirs. Even the world supply of fresh groundwater is steadily decreasing. Groundwater, the water that people take out by making bores in their home. Every second house these days have boring in their home, and they take out that water from the underground and they waste it like anything. The bad news is that the water even underground, it is decreasing, it is finishing, with depletion occurring mostly in Asia and North America. Ecosystems which help restore the balance of fresh water, especially in Pakistan, are seriously threatened. Ecosystem mean environment. You know, our environment help the water to come back in the form of the rain. And unfortunately, we are wasting the water, and we are also destroying the environment which causes the rain. So we are under two threats. First of all, we are wasting our water, and secondly, there are no proper arrangement for in the form of the good environment that the water will come back to our reservoirs. Students, this is your written work for today. Please make this flowchart into your notebook, and once you are done, upload the picture in comment section. Thank you so much, students. Take care.